US and European equity markets were higher overnight as US economic data continues to improve. Bond sales are still very high. Next week alone, the US Treasury will raise 126 billion US dollars. This has been putting upwards pressure on global interest rate markets. Longer terms have been increasing while short terms still remain very low. On the currency front, the New Zealand dollar did edge off a little bit overnight. Currently, it is trading at 70.2 against the US dollar. Yesterday's lower than expected consumer confidence data did weaken the dollar. Consumers are feeling a little bit more cautious this month compared to last month, but are still well above last year levels. The yield on Greek government debt increased again overnight as investors get a bit sceptical about their repayment capacity. Their budget deficit for this year is 12.7% of gross domestic product. This is 4 times the restrictions imposed by the European Union. This effectively means that the government is still spending while their economy is in recession and their revenues are well down. They need to raise $70 billion this year alone in order to cover their requirements. Investors are now requiring that Greek government debt pay a premium of 4% over debt raised by other countries such as Germany. This is a major problem for the region, and this is why the European Union has imposed a few restrictions on them that include really cutting back on their budgets for this year. US grain prices have been edging down over the past few weeks as the global market begins to realise that there will be an oversupply this year. The US market has also been affected by competing countries as the American product has been much lower quality this year than of previous years. While some countries are facing oversupply, others are finding the going pretty tough. Food price inflation in India has increased to 18%. Production has been much lower because of weak monsoon weather. Rice production has also been much lower this year, and this is a staple of the Indian diet.